What's up everybody, it's David Beers here. 39-minute workout with David is my channel. Subscribe for all things kettlebells, kettlebell how-tos, workouts. So today it's the end of the 4-part series on foundational movements. So today we're talking about rows, pulling motion, right? Anything that's a row is taking weight, whether it be our body weight and pulling it towards us like a pull-up, or what we're gonna do today, which is 3 types of rows and a double clean, which is a motion that's an upper back, sort of like a rowing motion, okay? Rows are all about building firmer, sexier arms, that athletic shoulder and neck area that a lot of people want, that sort of athletic looking upper back area. That's all gonna come from good rows. And because it's one of our 4 foundational movements, it's the building block for good workouts. That's really what we're talking about here with progressive movements, right? The press, the squat, the hip hinge, and today the row. Those are our 4 building blocks for an excellent strength training and conditioning program. If you want to get better at building fat, don't just do cardio, get strong and do cardio, metabolic training, okay? So today we're going to talk about rows. In a lot of ways this is the easiest motion of the 4 to do. Pretty easy to learn moves today. One of them is going to challenge your balance, so it might be harder for those of you who don't feel like you have a lot of balance, but we're going to get better at it. I always say, if you want to get better at French, what do? Study French, for God's sakes, right? So if you want to get better at balance, don't tell me you have bad balance. Let's work on it. Let's improve it, okay? I have seen clients, especially clients who are in their 60s, who are like scared of the falls, in the next 10 years, I don't want to fall, I don't want to break a hip, I want to get around, I want to travel. Balance is important to me, David. So what I do is I have them work on balancing movements on a Bosu ball, or today, where we're going to do what's called a one-legged row, okay? I don't care if you're any good at this at first. Look, nobody's watching. Do it in a room alone, all right? Grab a bell, do one-legged rows, work on getting that balance back, okay? A lot of it's building ankle, knee, hip stability and core strength, and some of it's just the art of practice and using it. If you use it every week, it will get better, I promise. So let's start off with our easiest row possible. Now rows, for most people until you get really strong, you will row more weight than you will press at first. Some of you who are much stronger, you might have closed the gap on that a little bit, but for a lot of you, you should row. Like let's say you've listened to me, you bought your kettlebells, you got 1 swing weight, and you got 2 press weights. Most of the time, I want you rowing your swing weight, okay? Until you start swinging a lot, I want you rowing your swing weight most of the time, okay? So our first row is a 1-arm row, is what I call it. You're gonna build your own bench with your body. You're gonna step real long, okay? I'm sort of turned out. I'm not turned over my front knee. I'm sort of turned out like this, and I'm gonna put my elbow to my knee. Now I teach this, and inevitably my clients want to get lazy and be up like this. The problem is, I don't want you working your delt and your trap and I want you getting down here as far as possible so we can get to our bigger lower back muscles. All right? So we're going to get our elbow to our knee, we're going to get as horizontal to the floor as possible, and this motion's so easy. I'm going to row it and put my hand right to my belly button or my belt line, okay? Put your palm right to your belly button. Do not flare your elbow out here and come to your chest. Bring it low. You can even glance the side of your torso and put your palm right to your belly, okay? So that motion, boom, that's my simple 1-arm row. I'm supporting my body weight with my knee. I do like this move because especially when people are new to kettlebells, there is a lot of core and back training, and sometimes we have to watch how much you do that too fast, because if your back gets tired and you're standing in awkward positions, it can get too tiring and it can be risky. So we want to really make it a little bit easier. I want you to save back and core training for your swings and core work. So in the beginning, the 1-arm row is a great opportunity because I can row a lot of weight, but I'm supported, so it's easy on my core, okay? So that's your 1-legged row. Long stance, elbow to your knee, turned out a little bit this way, and I put my palm to my belly button. Great. The next one, we're gonna do our balance one. This is a row every client does at least once a week in my program. I want you to do it too. You're gonna stand up tall with this belt. I'll show you this from the front and from the side, okay? You're gonna stand up tall with this bell. If you've done my hip hinge series, you saw the single leg deadlift. It's essentially the same motion. I'm gonna push my chest. Great start, David. See, even I have mistakes. I just went sideways, that was awesome. So, dig your toes into the ground, push your chest to the floor. Once I've gotten into that position, I'm gonna row, same exact row, I'm gonna row to my belly button, and I'm sort of fixing my eyes right in front of my body, okay? I don't wanna look up at you, I wanna fix my eyes right in front of my body. The key to developing balance in this move, what really helps people, I'll show you from the side now. I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna put my chest to the floor, and this back leg is up for balance, okay? Notice my spine. Notice my spine again. What did I say in hip hinge? Everything I do in hip hinge, my spine is arched like this. This is hot garbage and it's gonna get people hurt, okay? I don't care if you're picking up a t-shirt or a 50-pound kettlebell. If you fold your spine sloppy, you're asking to injure your spine. So what we wanna do is work on building great spines, really strong, healthy spines. So we're gonna keep this spine arched and get our chest to the floor, and then from there, right, dig my toes in, chest to the floor, from there, I row, right? I love this exercise. I love this exercise for all ages, especially for clients who are getting older and concerned about their balance being an issue. This is gonna help you thrive, get around, feel more confident in your body. As you walk, travel, hike, do whatever you do, you're gonna feel more confident in your body that you have balance, okay? Let's talk about the next row, which is, if you learn my seesaw press, right? This is probably the second most corrected drill, and it's really freaking easy to do, and I'm not quite sure why it's so messed up, it's so often corrected, but let's talk about how to do it right and then work on it, okay? I might stay away from this for the first month because, just like I talked about, I want you to save your core and your back muscles for your swing. But this one is you're gonna get into a double position, you're gonna push your butt back and you're gonna hold that position. So again, we have to have a strong back. So if you're brand new and your back's not that strong, let's wait on that, let's do the supported one, great. If you're a little stronger and you're ready for more, you can move more weight with this thing. So I stand wide, I push, look, they all start in this position. I hinge my hips, right? So you gotta have a good hip hinge first. I arch my spine, and the row is the same thing. Like I said, the row is the simplest, easiest motion. I pull, I put my hands in my belly, I lower. I pull, I put my hands in my belly, I lower. That's it. Do not try to pick up the bells from the floor unless you're really good at deadlift and you know how you're doing it. I want you to stand over top the bells, straight over top that are under my feet. I want you to go eyes up, butt down to pick up those bells. I want you to push your butt back, and now I row. And I row, and I row. And when I'm done, I stand up tall, I move my feet back, and I sit to put them to the floor. How you pick up and put down weights is almost as important as how you lift them. Now let's talk about why I correct this move so often. The reason I correct this move too often is because A, people don't stand wide enough. This is one of the only times you're ever gonna hear me tell you to stand unnaturally wide. Because most of the time, I'm gonna say shoulder width, shoulder width, shoulder width, the end, right? But in double rows, we're gonna stand really wide, so that's number one problem. Number two problem is people try to cheat and they try to stay tall. If I stand tall, number one, it's sliding up and down my thighs, which I don't know why that's comfortable. And number two, I'm not using the right muscles at all. I'm using these upper. I need to get down to here to my lats. So I need to get there, okay? Take a video, take a picture, have somebody see. Are you closing in on getting horizontal to the ground? This is where I want to be. Number three, and the worst, the most important, is spine position. I'm gonna talk spine position all the time. But this is hot garbage and gonna get you hurt. This is great, okay? See that arch in my spine? My butt's out, my chest is out, okay? So when I stand up in that position, boom, butt back, my spine is arched and I'm fairly horizontal, okay? That is your double row. Your last row, because I like to give something to my advanced students, I call the clean the gateway drug, okay? I always joke about the kettlebell clean is the gateway drug to all the cool stuff in kettlebells. If you are bored with your kettlebell routine, my guess is you're not cleaning. because cleans take you from doing swings and squats and presses and rows, and all of a sudden you get to go swing, clean, squat, press, swing, right? You get to transition from one move to the other because you know how to clean. What is a clean? It is a swing that ends at the chest, okay? So the clean is chest, it's a swing, right? Chest to the floor, hands high in the crotch. Hands high in the crotch, snap, comes to my chest. The clean takes too much instruction for me to teach the entire move right now. Just know that I'm telling you to learn this move. I'll do other tutorials where you can find, where I'll talk about how to do the clean. But the clean is an excellent, what I would put into the row category, because on the way up after we explode with our hips, we're also gonna do a pull. And I tend to find great for guys looking to develop mass in their upper back and shoulder where it looks great, or for women who just want sexier shoulders and upper back. This tends to build a great athletic looking physique. Now, I always want to couch that and say, remember women, my strongest looking female clients in here look very, very feminine, okay? Can move really good weight, can do beautiful kettlebell form, advanced drills, double cleans, all that jazz, and they don't look like bulky dudes. So don't fear, that happens to maybe 2% of women out there. Most women have to be young and genetically built that way and really work on protein, so it's not a fear. Double kettlebells clean is where it's at, all right? Just like a good swing, my chest to the floor, I explode with my hips on the way up, I pull, and it cleans up to my thumbs at my collarbone, which is ready for what? To be pressed. So, I'm gonna do 3 in a row. Chest, snap, and down, down. Great. So that's your row series. Those are 4 great rows to use. The first 2, I want you to use right now, no matter what your level. The double row, I want you to use if you feel a little more strong in your back and core. And the 4th one, I want you to use if you've been doing kettlebells 30 to 60 days, okay? Hopefully you enjoy that. That was the end of my 4-part series on the foundational movements. We've also put 2 workouts out this week. The hotel workout was about a 14-minute workout you can do with just body weight. I got clients all the time who ask me, David, can you give me some body weight drills? I'm not always with kettlebells. And first of all, I say, why are you not? No, I'm just kidding. You don't always have to have kettlebells. So the hotel workout you can do from your hotel, from your office, from wherever. You got 14 minutes and you just want a great sweaty workout. The second one was a kettlebell complex of 4 different moves, 7 minutes long, nice and intense, hits all the highlights, your press, your row, your right, your swing, your core. That one just came out this week too. So 2 more great workouts, 4 more great workshops. Subscribe to my channel, 39-Minute Workout with David. All things kettlebell, nutrition, fitness. Thanks so much.